5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website. And now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge.
Opposed to the system that is already in place. In other words, when you have people start supporting something other than liberty and freedom and a democratic republic, you're gonna end up with some clashes. Now, throughout history, we've had super intelligent people throughout our history that tell us that, after a certain period of time, nations, be they city-states or whole countries, they tend to gravitate from the position of freedom and self-responsibility to that of being more dominated by a dominating type of governmental system. And we can see it throughout history that often, and this is even biblical. I don't know why people seem to think that we can. I'm not being pessimistic here, but I just want see if you understand what's going on, if you know the truth. Now, I mentioned this yesterday. If you know the truth, you will know how to make the necessary corrections that will actually work. And this is the truth. Humankind, human nature, has been that when they get absolute or total or freedom, that eventually there comes a time when generations past who first fought and got that freedom, that posterity will begin to demand somebody else take care of them because they get spoiled. And frankly, look, we're not, well, what are we, like third into the third, fourth generation since World War II. Yeah, World War II veterans, they're basically great-grandparents now, and they're dying off like nobody's business. We're losing them fast, simply because they're just old, late 80s and above. But they understood what freedom was about. Pretty much just like those during the World War I generation and before that, because there was always something that they had to fight in order to preserve liberty and freedom. Now, since World War II, this country really has not been affected from any outside force to force us to take a look and appreciate freedom. So we've gotten to the point now where we're now down to, to the millennials, the fourth generation away, fourth or fifth, from World War II generation, They don't understand sacrifice because they've really never had to do it. So when something, and they've gotten to this point, because of our educational system, everybody's special and you're super special, and you deserve this and you deserve that. Even if you didn't work a day in your life, you still deserve this. This is what they're being told, from kindergarten, preschool on up through high school and college. So this is what they're being told. This is what they've come to expect, and they're not getting it. So now they're saying, well, I want this and I want that. And they're looking at their parents who worked very hard throughout their lives, and many of them have probably, they probably started out buying that starter house, and then they moved up to the middle house until eventually, kids get in high school, and they have the big, 3,000 square foot house with 2.5 baths and a 2.5 car garage with 2 new cars in the driveway. And these kids are growing up and they see this. They forget all the hard work and sacrifice that their parents made in their early days. And all they see is what they are now in their teenage and college years. And they say, well, I want that 3,000 square foot house and I want it now. And they can't have it now. So they think, well, hey, Mr. Government Man, you need to give me some stuff because I deserve it. And one of the biggest things that we know throughout history is that a free people, a democratic type of people, are in trouble. Their style of government is in trouble when the generalized population, when the bulk of the people, the majority of the people, realize that they can vote themselves money from their treasury. And they do that by devolving from a free society to a less free society, i.e. they go from a form of democracy to a form of socialism, to a form of communism. We're on that downward track right now. Now, it doesn't mean that we have to end up there, but people have to understand that this has happened throughout the history of mankind. The Bible even talks about it, and even the ancient state of Israel, when God said, well, I'll be your leader, and they said, no, God, you give us, you have your rules, but you give us too much freedom. We need a king here that can take care of us. And God warned them, you don't want a king. It's not going to be a good idea. And they said, but God, we want a king. Everybody else has a king. We need a king. We need a king to take care of us. Well, I'm your king. No, we need an earthly king to take care of us because you're not always here, God. We can't see you. We need somebody to take care of us right here that we can see and go to every day. And God just said, fine. You don't want to listen to me. It's a bad idea, but here, there you go. There's a king. I'll be proven right. And sure enough, God was proven right. You get a bad king or two, get a bad president or two, you get a bad potentate or two, and everything goes to hell. And this is kind of the thing that we're dealing with. We had a bad president, Carter, and we got a good one. And we got a so-so one in Herbert Walker Bush. And then we got another bad one. People look back and say, well, he was fun, though, huh? Yeah, he may have been fun, but he was rather damaging. And then we got another so-so president. I know some people are real big George G.W. Bush fans. I am not a big G.W. Bush fan, but he was a hell of a lot better than Al Gore, President Gore, or President Kerry. I can tell you, 100 times better than either one of those guys. But his first term, he was not my first choice. But again, he was 100 times better than an Al Gore. And then we get, a president who's totally devastating to our way of life in our nation as our government is set up. And now we have all these crowds of people who are embracing socialism right out in the open. Obama kind of, he didn't admit out in the, brazenly that he was a socialist. Bernie Sanders does. He's not hiding from it. Not at all. And people are embracing his message. So that's what I'm talking about. And that's the truth that you need to know and understand so you can effectively deal with it and do something about it. It's not a hopeless situation. Not by a long shot. Not yet. We're approaching that point of no return, but we haven't gotten there yet. So we still have time to reverse course or at least change course. Anyway, welcome back. My fellow Americans and fellow freedom lovers all across the globe, it is I, of course, your lovable host, L. Rod.